Ever been nervous before an interview or gearing up for one soon? Don't worry, we have all been there. Let's conquer each Python interview question together and prep for success. Do you know how is memory managed in Python? This interview question is a classic and it has been asked many times. Do you want to give it a try first? I'll wait for 10 seconds. Think about your answer and drop in the comments below. And stop. Let's reveal the answer together and see if you got it right. In Python, memory management is handled by the Python Memory Manager. It consists of several components including a private heap space for storing objects, a garbage collector for reclaiming unused memory, and an allocator for allocating memory when needed. Python uses a mechanism called reference counting to keep track of how many references point to each object, where every object is allocated a certain amount of memory. When you assign a value to a variable, you are creating a reference to that object. For example, x equals 42 means x is a reference to the integer object 42. When an object's reference count drops to 0, meaning there is no reference to the object, Python garbage collector knows it's time to clean up the memory. Additionally, Python employs dynamic memory allocation, meaning memory is allocated as needed during runtime and deallocated when it's no longer in use. Here's a simple example to illustrate memory management in Python. Creating two variables pointing to the same list object. Adding a new element to list 1 and print both the lists. You can see both the lists, list 1 and list 2, are references to the same list, removing one reference to the list object. Let's try to print list 1 now. This name error, name list1 is not defined, it occurs because the variable list1 no longer exists. At this point, list2 still holds a reference to the list object, so it remains in the memory. Let's print list2 after deleting list1. In this example, even though we delete list1, list2 still holds a reference to the list object. So the list object remains in memory until list2 is also deleted or goes out of scope. There you go, another interview question cracked. Keep practicing for your interviews. All the best. See you next time.